This is my Lego Empire, or as you might call it, my Imperial Army. Now, if you look at my 2022 edition of this that was filmed in summer of 2022, you will notice that I have significantly less Imperials. I watched that video right before filming this one, and something funny I noticed about that video is that I didn't even have actual base plates. So we have quite the upgrade here, and we even have the gift with promo from May 4th. Fits perfectly in the background there. And without further ado, let's get right into this. So, at the front of our army, we of course have the Emperor himself with Darth Vader. This is the Darth Vader from the TIE Bomber with the arm printing and the new face print. Very, very nice. And we have 6 Royal Guards, as well as Tarkin from Star Wars Rebels, and a Praetorian Guard that is acting kind of as a Royal Guard, but we did see that Praetorian Guards are technically a part of the Empire because of the Mandalorian. So here we have all of our Imperial officers, some named and some not. So to go over all of the ones that have names, here we have a clone officer, technically doesn't have a name, and then we have Admiral Rampart right there. Of course, this is not an official Lego figure that Lego has made. I just kind of parted him together. Over here, we have Moff Gideon from the Mandalorian, and I was hoping Lego would make an updated version of Moff Gideon from Mandalorian Season 3, but I don't think they're going to, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Here we have Director Krennic with the wrong cape and a piece of hair on his head. Very, very nice. And then over here, we have Admiral Thrawn, the same Admiral Thrawn I had last year, a fake one. And then here we have Governor Price. Got quite the upgrade compared to last year's Governor Price, which was sporting the ATDP torso and legs. Over here we have General Veers in his officer uniform. I do not have him in his Hoth uniform because I did not buy the AT-AT. I bought the AT-AT build alone from eBay, and that's all I got. Over here, we have, I guess, Governor Price again, but in her kind of armor. She's getting ready to go off to battle. And then back here, we have some unnamed Imperial officers. Don't want to spend too much time on them because we have a lot to get through. And then right up over here, we have a 2018 Imperial ATST pilot. So, as far as Stormtroopers go, we have quite a few. So over here we have one row, or one column I guess you could say, of the new Stormtroopers, which I am not a huge fan of, and then we have 4 of the new Scout Troopers, which I am a huge fan of, and you can see I equipped some of these Scout Troopers with snipers, and some with pistols, because I do like the idea of a Scout Trooper also being a sniper. It is shown in the first EA Battlefront game, they're snipers, and it's really nice to see. And then here we have all the 2014 Stormtroopers. So I believe we have around 30 of them here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little over, maybe a little under. And then we also have a Sand Trooper, I believe, from the 2014 Cantina. And then back here, we have some figures from the Solo, a Star Wars story movie. So here we have a, they're like Imperial Patrol Trooper or something like that. I forgot their exact name. And we have a row of 10 Mud Troopers, all using the official Mud Trooper Han parts, except for they have custom faces, and there are 2 officers instead of the Mud Trooper Hans. So they all go for quite a bit, and I did buy some capes for them because I lost the capes, I just never had the capes in general. So I got some nice capes. They're currently on the way, but I didn't want to wait to film this video, so this is just what we're dealing with for now. And if we go back here, we have 2 of the new ATST pilots from the 4+ set, and then we have 2 Death Trooper specialists right here and right here, and then the rest of the Death Troopers are the regular Death Troopers from the Battle Pack. We have 20 of them, and they look very, very clean. Probably one of my favorite troops in Star Wars and Lego Star Wars in general. They just look so nice. And the Mud Troopers will be my favorite once they have the capes. When they don't have the capes, they look kind of mid, to be honest. Now, If we just zoom out here a bit, you'll see that we have some other pilots up here. We have 2 ATST pilots and 4 TIE fighter pilots. One of those is a TIE bomber pilot, if I'm not mistaken. So I probably could use some more TIE fighter pilots, because if you look at my TIE fighter shelf up there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TIE fighters and only 4 TIE fighter pilots. And the TIE Bomber needs 2 pilots, technically. So we're in a tough spot when it comes to TIE fighters. Here, I have another Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, both from the Darth Vader transformation set. I recently got these in an eBay haul, and I will not be keeping them, but I was just thinking, if I have them, I might as well include them in the army video. And then behind them is all of the Inquisitors that I currently have. I'm working on getting some custom ones from Jedi Fallen Order, but as of right now, we have the 5th brother, the Grand Inquisitor, the 7th sister, a Purge Trooper from Republic Bricks, and a custom little Scout Trooper that I made, trying to replicate the design from Jedi Fallen Order, using the Hoth Scout Trooper and then some other parts. I think it looks pretty okay. We could use an Electro Staff, but whatever. So over here, we have Crosshair from the Bad Batch, along with his Elite Squad from Season 1, looking very nice. The Elite Squad Troopers were made from Grandpa Clone Customs, probably the best custom maker in the game right now, along with some custom blasters there. Up front, we have a rifle, and then the flamethrower, and then they have 2 of the standard Clone Trooper blasters. Over here, we have Imperial Cody from Season 2 of the Bad Batch. Again, a piece of hair is on him. I should have inspected these before starting the video, because there are dogs in my house and hair is always floating around in the air. And behind the amazing looking Imperial Cody, we have 4 Imperial Security Commandos, also from Season 2. These are from Republic Bricks, and they look super, super clean. And they even have a dual molded legs printing, which is just the best thing probably ever to see in a custom Lego Star Wars minifig. Now, the bulk of my Stormtroopers, as you can see, is devoted to the Star Wars Rebels Stormtroopers. So up here, we have a Stormtrooper Commander with a custom pauldron, and then we have 2 kind of heavy Stormtroopers with some pauldrons that aren't looking too hot. I'm probably going to remove them after this video. I kind of wanted them for the Stormtroopers, but just seeing them now, I don't know if it's worth it. It probably looks better to be a standard Stormtrooper than have these, because they're sticking up and they're straight when they should be like bent down. It's really hard to keep them bent down. Anyway, we have 75 of the Star Wars Rebels Stormtroopers. Now, a lot of people do not like these because of the mustache they have, you know, quote-unquote mustache, and they don't like the blue on the helmets either. It's too much of a light blue for most people. But just watching Star Wars Rebels all the time, every time I watch Star Wars Rebels, I'm just reminded how much I actually like this design. And I do love the 2014 design. I mean, if I had to choose one or the other, I'd probably pick 2014. But I keep coming back to Star Wars Rebels, and I'm like, this just looks amazing. I love the show, so you gotta love the Stormtrooper variant. So despite most people not liking this variant of Stormtrooper, it is probably one of my favorites. Now, getting into the more specialized troops over here, first of all, we have some droids. First of all, we have the amazing Imperial Gonk droid from the TIE Bomber set of January 2023. I even have the box up there because it looks so beautiful. And I could never see myself getting rid of this or selling it, anything like that. Like, it is just a beautiful, beautiful droid. And then over here, we have K2SO, another droid I would never in a million years sell. It's going for like $40 on Bricklink, which is crazy. Came in the Director Krennic shuttle. One of my favorite sets to date. Looks amazing. It has a custom blaster, just like from the movie. And then we have an Imperial Astromech droid right behind K2SO, as well as the Imperial Protocol droid that comes in the TIE Fighter set. You'll notice a recurring theme here. I love TIE Fighters. And behind them, we have a few of the Death Star gunners, as well as a Imperial ground crew. I don't know what you'd call this variant. It's from Rogue One. And then we have 2 Imperial troops right after that, they're technically like Death Star troopers, but they're also like Imperial Navy troops. And I need to get more of these and grow an army of these, because these are actually the standard troop in the Empire, and it's not Stormtroopers. Like, having Stormtroopers outnumber these guys isn't actually accurate to canon, which I had no idea until a few months ago. And then over here, we have a ton of Dark Troopers. You'll notice is way more than last year's edition. I'll leave last year's video in the comments below if you want to compare the two armies. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Dark Troopers this year. I believe last year we had around 6 of them, so they are indeed growing. I cannot wait to see how many we have next year. And then over here, getting into the Mandalorian Stormtrooper variants, we have the Incinerator Trooper, which if he needs a flamethrower, I can just borrow it from the Elite Trooper right there. He's looking very nice, custom printed from Republic Bricks. Republic Bricks makes some Imperial figures that nobody else makes, or at least nobody else makes at a good cost. So that is where I get some of these Imperial figures from. And then over here, we have 3 of the Artillery Troopers. Last year, we had 2 of them, so we have 1 more than last year. I've had like 50 in my possession overall, but you really don't need 50 of these. They're more of a specialized trooper. And in my opinion, you don't need that many. And then, just like having 3 of the Artillery Troopers, we have 3 Shock Troopers. These are amazing. I added a backpack to this one, and I actually have a perfect custom blaster for this guy as well that is seen in the Battlefront 1 from EA. So that is very, very nice. And then back here, we have something that, if you're a Star Wars Rebels fan, you're going to recognize instantly. We have the Imperial Super Commandos. So first of all, we have the Imperial Super Commando version of Gar Saxon. I have a real custom printed version of this guy, but in this video, I'm just going to show you the one where I use the Shock Trooper torso. You can see the torso on this guy and this guy are identical, and I just use a custom helmet. And then on these guys, on the Imperial Commandos, you can see that it is just first order torsos, Stormtrooper legs, and custom printed helmets. Each have varying faces. Some are just black, and some have like the angry clone head. You know, it varies. It just changes randomly. I don't really care about the faces of those guys, but it looks amazing. Some have different torsos than others, but I just thought it would be cool to have some of these guys in Lego form because I really liked their appearance in Star Wars Rebels. Over here, we have the final trooper that is exclusive to Battlefront, which is the Imperial Jump Trooper. Sadly, I lost all of their jetpacks over the years. If you look at my video from last year, these are the same exact 3 that I had from last year, and I just lost the jetpacks ever since I got the battle pack. You know, I had them for a little while, and I think I took them off at one point, and then when I dug up all of my Lego Star Wars figures about a year and a half ago, I just could not find the jetpacks, and I couldn't find about probably half the figures I've gotten over the years. So sadly, we don't have the jetpacks for those guys. Now you may be thinking, you know, my Imperial Army, you know, it's cool, and it's all over. You know, after 12 minutes plus of me recording, this is a pretty cool army, but we're not done yet. We're missing an entire base plate. Would you look at this? Not only do we have all of those Stormtroopers, as well as the other base plate I showed you, but we haven't even gone over our Hoth collection. So, first off, we have a custom-looking Snowtrooper Commander. I actually, drew on this helmet last year. It was like a little scar to show some battle damage, and I made a custom pauldron for him, and he looks quite nice. I will say, kind of sad I Sharpied over that, but it's a Snowtrooper helmet. It's virtually worth nothing anyway, and it differentiates him from his troopers, so that is always nice. And so here we have all the new Snowtroopers from the Battle Pack, right here to right there. Are all new Snowtroopers. And then over here we have the Scout Troopers from that Battle Pack. If you'd notice, I really do like that Battle Pack. I've gotten quite a few of them at this point. Probably top 10 Battle Pack of all time. Like, it is really good. And then over here, we have some more OG Snowtroopers. So these have those gray hips and no leg printing. I don't know what year they're from. Somebody in the comments, you can tell me. But they are also really nice. And then in the back, we have Snowtroopers when they were in their prime. Basically, these Snowtroopers, if they had cloth pieces as well as backpacks. Look at that. Just a perfect snowtrooper. Imagine if Lego did what they did in recent years, but with the updated printing. Like, that would look so nice if this had an actual waist cape and then a backpack. Can you imagine the capabilities there? But we do have some custom backpacks to put on our new style snowtroopers. So if we want, we can just take one of these, slap it on, and it'll look really, really nice, regardless of Lego not caring about their product. Anyway, this was the Lego Empire for this year. I know I've been kind of scarce on uploads recently, but I think I'm gonna come back, make a little comeback in the summer. So in a few weeks, when school is out, I will be making a ton of content. Maybe not daily uploading like last year, but I'm going to try to really make a comeback on YouTube. I've been pretty vacant from the platform. I haven't really been doing much on it. So hopefully that all changes very soon here. If you all did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what your favorite minifigure in my Lego Empire is. And subscribe if you are new. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss all the uploads that are going to start maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something around those lines. I'm going to start uploading like crazy, just like last year when I first started the channel. Anyway, with that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.